Well, hello everyone, this is Jer. Last episode just picked up this base after more than a week away. It has just been a couple hours since my last 5 cycles I went through, so I think I'm kind of get the idea of what I want to do with this base now. Just looking at this, I think one of the key things is I want to get access to this guy because we're going to run out of water. I'm just thinking about how I want to approach this. See this little thing here. I want to have this dig up and around like this, just that this all the ice and water that I'm going to get to doesn't pour down and drain into my base. So that's one thing I'm planning out. Oh, see, calories is quite, I think, yeah, order a few mush bars, maybe create 2 more. See a lot of polluted oxygen. Oh, did I see Slimelung in the air? Oh, we've... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Well, then, this episode might mostly be about Slimelung. And, seeing if I can stop everyone from being so sick from it. So let's see. We want to get these deodorizers, that being the case then. Connect that to this. Oh, take this out. We're going to put various deodorizers. I think the best thing to do is just clean the air. So we'll put a few of these around. Connect them all with power. So we're generating power with the manual generators. That's going to be switched to hydrogen soon. So yeah, I had no idea when I started this round that I was going to be dealing with Slimelung, but there it is. Wondering if I could get one of these machines up here. I think there's room to put a deodorizer right there. Let's see, just looking at my electrical circuit, I just have one no, I've got 2 transformers, 2 smaller circuits. That's good. So is this the only zone that has... Oh no, we've got some down here, but we have a door, so technically we don't need to worry about this at the moment. But I do want to handle the Slimelung that's here. My plan is just to convert everything to oxygen and let it slowly take care of itself. See another bubble here. This one's currently not exposed to the base, so I'm not going to be so concerned. So we filled up a stable. How many? We've got 3 of these Dracos. That's really good because it's going to give us a lot of Draco eggs. And I'm going to be using this machine to convert it to the type that actually gives us plastic. I do want to have someone go over here, so we get kind of multiple things going on. I don't think this is like super urgent, but it's definitely something I want to handle. Alright, I'm at the point where if I don't have a dupe that I like, I'm not going to reload. I'm happy just to wait for the next opportunity. Though I wouldn't mind getting more dupes if I ended up finding a dupe that I did like. So we're going to have to watch the locavore achievement because we're producing food with the micromusher. We're only doing that while I'm going for the locavore achievement. Once I have that one, we're going to be switching our food source out. Speaking of which, with the locavore achievement, I am allowed to harvest wild plants. So why not do that? Let's have a look too at what I'm cooking. Okay, roast grapefruit nuts. It's being cooked, that's good. Let's make sure that the input to that's not being consumed. Spar, root, grapefruit. Is this the cooked? Can't remember. Roast, yeah, so I think I want to unclick that one. Okay. Skill point to be given out. That is veterinarian critter ranching. So as we go on, we're going to have more and more tasks. And with this building here, their grooming station is going to take up a lot of time. So having more dupes skilled with grooming, all the better. Okay, so we're starting to approach this area here. Now for this zone, I'm going to space out several oxygen or deodorizers. One here, 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 and here. We're going to need some ladders so dupes can actually reach, and some power. So we've got a spare hatchling, given the fact that I want to have 7 in each. That's currently the case. This guy can just hang around till it needs to be replaced. From this point on, any hatches that hatch here, that's going to be a potential meat for the future. Alright, so this is where our hydrogen pump's going to be. Let's look at if things have gotten worse in the meantime. It's not terrible. See some pieces up here. I think that will naturally just take care of itself once we've got enough of these guys. Put another one right there. Let's look at some of the other things. Let's look at oxygen as a whole. We're looking pretty good from that perspective. Power. We've got the 2 circuits. They don't seem to be having an issue at the moment. Temperature. I'm going to have to do something with temperature, but that's why I'm getting access to this area up here. This is a very cold area. I'll be able to take advantage of that, plus all the additional cool liquid that's coming out of here will help. And we want new resources that is going to be offered in this teleportation equipment. So that is going to be coming. This deodorizer is running, starting to convert some of the polluted oxygen to oxygen. As the Slimelung comes in contact with the oxygen, it starts to decrease. Decide if I'm going to go in this area. I think I will do the similar thing. Put in a tile right here. Open this area up. Give same thing as the other side, a ladder for the dupes to get up. Power, and in time, I think that's just gonna, if I do this, this should just naturally take care of itself. I hope. Alright, let's gotta keep running this machine until we have enough to get the locavore achievement checked off. We're gonna put a pump up here. Let's start that design now. See, we only want this to run if it detects hydrogen in the area. So we'll put a gas element sensor, let's say, right there. With a filter. And that will connect into the pump, telling the pump whether to run or not. Only want it to run if it's in contact with hydrogen. And then once it has hydrogen pumped in here, it's going to send it down. Want to get in here. Go across like that. Let's cancel this section. This morning, let's attend to one of these. Oh, Sage Hatch. I'm going to put that here. That must be in one of the stables. We want to get that out as soon as possible. Skill point to be given out, so oh, 2 skill points actually. Alright, decisions. Let's see, Rancher. I mentioned that I'm going to start, once we get the locavore achievement, I want someone that can farm. So that's excellent. Engineer. Mechatronics is going to be interesting to have, but I need this one first, so I will assign that. Make sure I watch Rancher do this, otherwise it's not going to go right. But just one egg to do today. See a hatch egg being dumped out. Storing all my eggs over here. Just highest priority is really just making sure these eggs get out of the stable. So Rancher can leave when they're done that. I'm going to make sure I remove that. Click continuous off, otherwise it could get refilled. So one of the things that's needed here is sand. So we can see some of the dupes throwing sand and deodorizers. So this is pretty much gonna be our design for a while. I think I can get away with fast speed for a little bit. Or the dupes go off and create all these pipes. Oh, another thing, we're gonna need power. Otherwise, that pump's not gonna turn on. Here we are. Now, since there's metal that's needed for that construction, I'm going to get the dupes to dig out some copper ore. Oh, I see some copper ore here too, which is good. Watching the food carefully. If I had a carbon dioxide area, it might not be a bad idea to put a fridge in that zone. Though the nice thing about producing the amount of food that you need, it doesn't have as long to go bad. Just watching this tube go down. What are you picking up? Some carrying item? No idea what they're doing down there. Oh, sand. Sand. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Is there any local sand, actually? I could do that, but it's going to destroy the stable. See some sand over here. More sand, but they actually have to go a good way to get that. Alright, we are getting quite low in calories. It's making me a little nervous. Oh, we've got a fish. I kind of want them to get free, actually. Probably going to end up going here, which is fine for the meantime. Oh, just want to make sure, too, that the dupes don't have access to those eggs. Otherwise, there's going to be infinite loop of picking them up and dropping them. Yeah. Let's make this priority 5 until this tile's recreated or created there. There we are. Alright. I see lots of oxygen here. That's going to have a positive effect on reducing Slimelung. So I'm pretty sure that's just going to handle itself. Oh, I can see, though, that top one's not going to get created unless I do that. Valid construction location. Oh, I think that's fine. Who is wanting a skill this time? Chef. You've got grilling. Could give you hard digging. Still lots of digging to be done to set up this colony. I think one of the things I'd like to have is this operational. If nothing else, just so I can reduce the amount of times these dupes are on the manual generator. And we're making progress on that. So this is outputting liquid. Now, if this was starting to become overpressured, I very much want to make it the focus and get in there as soon as possible, because that'll become idle at some point. I want to get as much cool liquid from it until then. But we still have, let's see, water cache here. We've got some water here. And, oh yeah, we've got a big one down here. So that's not super urgent. But the more dupes I get, the more oxygen they're going to be breathing, the more water that's going to be pushing into these electrolyzers. Oh, so now we're actually at the point where we have to replace one of these hatches. Because we only have 6 in this one. We must have a old hatch in there. Okay, let's see. I don't like this dupe. Digging, decorating, operating, early bird, kitchen menace, or ranching, mouth breather. I might take this dupe, actually. I'm going to call them artist. Because they're interested in decorating. So I've got a spot for them to sleep. Make sure both these are barracks. Yep. Spot for them to eat. Let's see. I want them to go on a schedule where... Actually, no, we need a new schedule. I'm going to put them here. So this is going to be artist. So I want to take advantage of the fact that they've got 5 hours of working in their bonus, given the fact that they like the early morning. Downtime like that. There we go. Let's verify we just have 2 dupes per cycle. That's my plan. Excellent. Alright, well that's going to put more pressure on this micro musher, but it's also because more food's being eaten every cycle. It's going to get my locavore achievement just a little bit quicker too. Speaking of which, let's have a look at that. I think last time I checked I was close to halfway. Good old colony summary. Locavore achievement. Almost 250 of 400. More skill points. Oh, lots more. Well, farmer, clearly crop tending. Though we can't do crop tending just yet. Artists, going to get them to work towards masterworks. Well, this is going to be the last cycle for this episode, cycle 40. And I don't know if I'm going to get this cycle, but if not, very early next episode, we're going to get this pump back and operating, which I very much would appreciate to have. And the dupes that are running, they can focus on building up the base rather than just running in circles. So we need to get over here. And we need to get this bridge built. I might need to dig this. Yeah, actually, just as a reminder to myself, I'm going to do that just so that when I can't get my dupes over here, they knock this over so this doesn't become overpressured. So we've got all our hatches there. Got Drecklet eggs. I'll still keep processing those eggs, but not necessarily every cycle. Oh, let's slow things down a bit. Kind of made good progress, but we're kind of close to having this complete. I think we're going to have that ready for this cycle. So excess hydrogen is going to be stored in here, infinite storage supply of that. Alright, now I want to open this up a little bit. And this is going to be the magic piece. I'm going to make that a priority so I can set the appropriate settings there before I forget and move on to something else. Same thing with the filter. Kind of wish you could click on it and put the settings in before it's built. Just because I tend to forget sometimes. Alright, let's do a room check. Make sure all my rooms are intact. Nature Reserve. Great Hall, Washroom, Barracks, Stable with 96, 96, 96. Laboratory, Power Plant, and another stable here, 96. I don't think this will be complete for this cycle, but that will be next episode. Definitely want in here to make sure this guy doesn't become overpressured. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.